My name is Lynne S. Brandon. The name of the work is The Butch Project. Right now I think it's going to be 3 plays. So the individual plays have the name Part 1, Part 2 so far. It's basically about Butch in the world, masculinity in the women's community or lesbian community, or as a gender dynamic that is the opposite of femme, F-E-M-M-E. A shorthand would be to say female masculinity, but that's really very limiting. The idea for it came just as I was falling asleep, and it appears as a line just before, it's the prologue, just before the play starts. That was in 2002. I wrote the first scene in October of 2015. So it's now 3.5 years. And I just finished the first play in November, so 2018. There's kind of 3 different things that are going on in the play. One is a present time drama. The main character's name is Butch, the Butch Project. So it's about Butch and femme, but it's also about the character. Butch is white and Jewish, and her best friend KG, who is black, and they're Butch buddies. KG was in journalism school and she was in college, so they end up deciding to do a YouTube series on basically the women's movement and feminism and Butch life and so on. So that's one whole thread. Then there's an ancestor thread, a whole memoir series of Butch as a child, her training in femininity and masculinity, and the major forces in her life, which are the mother, the father, the brother. So that's another thread. And then the third one is political commentary about gender, about patriarchy, about feminism, about racism, about treatment of, homophobia in the white community, homophobia in the black community, and then sprinkled in it is also a whole performance, dance, music thing. So I guess that's 4 threads. Two things really stand out. This one has stood out for a long time, as long as I've been writing plays, which is it's a very isolating experience. Once the play is done, it's an incredibly collaborative art. It's painfully collaborative sometimes. To do all that work and figure all that out and then deliver this huge thing off to somebody else, it's really, really, really challenging. So I really wanted to work on this with other people. Like, I knew it was going to be a big thing. All my other plays had been sort of standard full-length plays, but I knew I was way in over my head with this. So I wanted other people to be on board along the way. And the really great thing that's happened for me, besides being able to have scenes read and hear people's reaction, is a character that I had not expected to be in the play has been the subject of almost all the writing prompts that we've done. And so I now have a character that's really getting fleshed out, and a storyline for that character, which is KG's son. The other thing that's been really important is doing the prompts. I really had to not think about what I was going to write. I started to rely on whatever was the first picture I got in my head, or the first character, or whatever. And now, working on my own, I go into my desk, I'm like, oh, what am I going to do today? And then, like, I'll get a picture, or I'll get a, oh, wow, Ray Allen's really pissed off. And then I'm like, okay, well, that's what you're going to write about then. And even though I have no idea what I'm going to do. And it's been really helpful. Really helps around that, the blank page thing. What has surprised me more than anything else in the lab is that people have a lot of trouble with this not taking place in a fixed time period. To me, the overarching thing about the Butch project is that gender is fluid and time is fluid. And so I want to see if I can make an audience suspend enough disbelief that they don't care what the year is to basically enter the soup of the work. This will be the first time that people will actually get the scope of dance and performance and music and, you know, switching from present time to, you know, unreal time to, you know, rants and screeds and, you know, so we'll see if they can come on the journey.